What's up, guys? This is Tyler, House of Cards TCG, and we have some exciting news from the Pokemon side, and we're going to take a look and dive into this week's Pokemon Market Watch. We're going to be going over a bunch of different things here, so I appreciate you watching, and as you can see, we are at me filming this, we are at 992 subscribers. So come on, we need 8 more to get to 1,000. Help us get there. Make sure to subscribe, and as always, we appreciate you watching. So Pokemon, I got some pretty cool stuff to show you. First thing, obviously, we are doing battle styles. I can't wait. I'm about to head to the game shop now, which is Born to Game here in Delaware. And we are about to start opening up some battle styles because battle styles is here. It's ready. And we're looking for the Urshifu VMAX, right? So I'm excited. About to head out and go open some of those cards. And then also the next expansion that I want to talk about is obviously we have Chilling Reign. So there it is right there. Chilling Reign set to be released in June. And you can see June 18th release here. It's got some pretty cool cards in here, which I'm going to show you. But the biggest thing I want to put onto this is, as you can see, the set schedule will return to its normal February, May, August, November pattern later this year. So what does that mean? It means that we can expect the next Sword and Shield expansion to be released in August. And here's what I want to say to that. I don't know if you remember, but when Shining Fates come out, and everybody thought that Shining Fates was the 25th anniversary set to be released by Pokemon, and Pokemon said, no, that set will be released in October. So we are inching closer to what could be possibly the actual 25th anniversary set, which I'm so excited for. I'm so excited to see. I don't even care if it's not the 25th anniversary set. I'm just excited opening it. So it makes you wonder, was Shining Fates actually the 25th anniversary set? We're going to find out. So Chilling Reign, the next set, obviously. And the cool thing with Chilling Reign is that the 2 chase cards are right here. We got the Ice Rider and the Shadow Rider. So it's going to be pretty cool to see that. The question that I have is, when are we going to get the legendary birds low-end style, right? Because those things are absolutely cool to see. Obviously, we don't have any artwork here. But, I mean, if you haven't seen those birds, you should definitely Google it and take a look at it because those birds are sick, and I cannot wait to chase those birds. So I'm wondering, when are we going to get the legendary birds in their kind of like their alternate form, right? Because those things are just absolutely cool. Obviously, available early 2022. We have Legends Arceus. So that game is going to be absolutely insane. As you can see, it's like a RPG style game, and I absolutely love RPG style games, so I'm definitely going to be playing this. It's going to be cool because the Pokemon that you're chasing, you're going to be able to see in the fields, and you're going to be able to catch them. So with that happening, and with the 3 starters being Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott, I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm picking Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil was my boy going into Typhlosion, so I'm definitely going to be rocking with the Cyndaquil. So it's interesting to see if they say that this 25th anniversary set wasn't Shining Fates, and they didn't say it wasn't Shining Fates. They just said it was going to be released in October. It's also going to be on the heels of this new age game style that they're going to be releasing. So I would like to think that potentially we have not seen the 25th anniversary set yet. I think it's still coming out. Obviously, we know it's not Battle Styles, and we know it's not Chilling Reign, but I think that there's still another huge set that's going to be coming out by Pokemon, and we should expect to see that very soon. On other news, I wanted to take a look into the Shining Fates Charizard, because if you remember, when Champion's Path came out and I had that Chase Charizard, that thing came out the gate, and PSA 10s were selling for around $2,000. It finally settled around the $1,200 mark, which is where you can, maybe $900 to $1,200 is where you can expect to buy a Champion's Path PSA 10 Charizard right now. So as you can see, the Shining Fates Charizard is settling around $971. This is the most recent price. The average price is $986. So you can go to PSA auction prices realize and kind of take a look at this. So over here we do have one for $1,100. We have one for $1,000. So maybe the Shining Face Charizard is creeping around that 1,000, 1,100 mark right now. So obviously this is the card that we're talking about, in case you did not know. And it looks like it did have a small dip in March, and it came out the gate and was selling for, wow, we have one on March 11th for $1,500, March 11th for $1,300. So it had this similar impact, not as drastic as Champion's Path Charizard did. I take that back. Look at this. So as you can see here, $3,750, $3,800, $2,000. It happens every time a new set is released. These guys, the people, they'll get these PSA 10s graded express, get them returned real quick, and then you'll see them sell for these crazy numbers because it's the new chase, it's new everything, and you have these for $3,000 when if you just wait 1 month, they're going to settle and find their price, which now seems to be around the $1,971 to $1,100 range. So keep that in mind when you're buying new sets and you get these graded, is that if somebody's offering you that, I like to typically settle, maybe wait a month before purchasing and seeing what the price is, because there's always, when it's being released, an inflated price. There's just this demand for it because everybody wants it, and then it settles and it goes down. Now, in other news, I have something big to show you. We're going to talk about PSA 10 First Edition Charizards. Yes, the Holy Grail is what we're going to talk about real quick, because I got something crazy to show you, okay? So we know that Logan Paul had his big opening, and the 25th anniversary happened. Can I show you this? I'm going to show you this real quick. Most recent price. So I'm going to go to average price. It's going to show me the sales. That is not. There we go. Right there. If you can see it. There we go. Now it's updated. Okay. It does appear that this was a complete set. Okay. So there was a complete first edition set. Had some 10s in there. It did have a PSA 10 Charizard in there. So I like to think that that may not. So don't let that fool you. We'll see if this brings a rise in first edition Charizards for this sale, because as you can see, it shows that $650,000 was a PSA 10 Charizard, but it wasn't. It was actually a set of Charizards that seemed to be have sold in this set. But you can still, I mean, right here, March 7th, $400,000 is what you can expect to buy a first edition Charizard, which is insane. Just insanity. So I want to scroll down just a little bit. I kind of want to go back to the, let's see, back in 2016, somebody bought this card. We're talking about 5 years ago for $8,800. Even let's go back to 2018. They were around $27,000. 2019, $36,000. And then as you can see, from 19 to 20, in a 1 year span, these things have just absolutely blown up in price. I mean, spending $400,000 on one card is insane. And I flip houses and have rentals, okay? So that is crazy. Could you imagine spending? But then we look at this graph, right? And we see this just scale of just jumping. And it's like, when is this going to end? It's kind of insane. Like, if you wanted to buy a Holy Grail card, PSA 10, it's definitely been past its limit. I mean, $8,800 5 years ago, and now you have to spend $400,000, which in my mind just is insane. Let's just go to some PSA 1s. I found something that was pretty interesting, because if you remember, around the Logan Paul hike, what had happened was, and that was, I think, in October, is that it inflated the card prices to an insane amount. So I found an interesting find that I just want to share with you. These are all PSA 10s. Let's go to PSA 4s, I think they were. Yeah. So we're going to change the date here. So 4s right now are selling for around $4,500. You got one for $5,000, so about $5,000. Around this Logan Paul hike, and I think it was a PSA 4 that I had found. Yes, it was. Look at what these things were selling for. $8,500, $8,100. And then now, worth about $5,000. So keep that in mind. I say that for an example, when you're looking to purchase the new chase card out of new sets, always make sure to settle and wait for a month, because those prices are going to come down. Don't buy into the hype when they're first out. Wait a month. And that's just what I have there. I mean, I can't believe, I'm actually in shock that $400,000 is what buys you a first edition Charizard right now, which is crazy. It's just insane. So that's pretty much all I have today. Just a quick market talk. I'm going to start bringing these to you weekly. Just kind of checking in on prices. If you want me to investigate, look into something for you guys, let me know, and I can add that to the channel. So pretty cool market talk here. Chilling Reign, again, we don't know what the expansion is going to be in October. That is apparently was supposed to be the 25th anniversary, according to Pokemon, and the new game coming out, and first edition Charizard prices are still just skyrocketing in insanity. So this has been your Pokemon market talk for this week. It is March 20th, 2021. Make sure to subscribe. Help us to get to 1,000 subs. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Looking forward to go open some battle styles now. So this has been Tyler, House of Cards TCG, signing out.